Hello everybody, thanks for joining me for today's video. My name's David and I make these videos I hope to help you guys heal from your past experiences or even current ones. Today's video is about, well, a lot of have to do with borderline and histrionic personality disorder. I actually have a playlist for those of you who want to watch more videos that I have made about these two disorders. They each have their own playlist. If you're interested, go and watch them. There's a ton of videos in there. Today's about nostalgia. Nostalgia, how it affects people with borderline personality disorder and people with histrionic personality disorder. A little bit different than it affects the rest of us. Now, nostalgia, real quick, a sentimental longing or wistful affection for the past, typically for a period or place with happy personal associations. Nostalgia. It's nice, right? Isn't it? It's nice to go back in your memories and remember the good times and with good people and good places. Something that I like to do and have done throughout my life. Now, real quick, memories. I want you guys to understand what memories are, and they are emotionally charged experiences. Without the emotion, it's insignificant and we don't lodge it in our memory. So memories are emotions that are tied to these memories that could be good or bad, but they're significant in some way, maybe intense, maybe some meaning or purpose. The positive memories that we have that we can go back and recollect and we'll feel them again. And that's great, isn't it? The negative memories, if we go back and we can remember an experience and we feel the emotions again, that's not great. It's also signs that we need to heal from this, okay? It's not processing, not understanding maybe, not closing the emotion, not expressing, not processing. And it stays like this forever. Emotions will. Now, people with borderline and histrionic personality disorder, as many of you know, have a lot of trouble of regulating their own emotions. And a lot of it has to do with their past. And if they don't express and close these emotions, they can stay with them forever. And they'll have tons and tons of memories with tons and tons of emotions tied to them that will always keep surfacing because they never go away. Now, like I was saying, this is a great thing to be able to go back into our positive memories, because that's what I'm talking about today, is nostalgia, the feel-good ones that we have. And it's great to go back and recollect them and feel these emotions again. It can feel good. I've done this throughout my life, and sometimes you might even feel sad, like you missed those times. Now, this is different for people with borderline and histrionic. Not all of them. And what I'm about to say isn't exclusive only to people with borderline and histrionic. Maybe we're all guilty of this at some time in our life, okay? But what's important is a couple factors here. When we're talking about people with BPD and HPD, is the depression factor. Now, depression is a mood disorder, and it's often characterized with feelings of sadness and loss and anger, and those are very important when we talk about people with BPD and HPD. Loss, sadness, and anger. Focusing on the past, yeah? Personal relationships are unstable with borderlines. Unstable, and they could quickly lose people. People abandon them, or they perceive abandonment, or they abandon people, but they never turn out well, okay? And they could cycle through these people and relationships quickly, and the cycle continues over and over and over again, which will always make depression worse, always worse. Borderline's very common. Almost all have had some type of neglect and trauma growing up, and it could be very, very bad trauma. This can cause massive depression. So with the past depression and the current cycles that cause more and more depression, we're talking massive depression with borderlines, extremely common. This makes their life feel stagnant. They may feel empty inside. Unstable self means lonely. And when we're lonely and alone is sometimes the biggest times we idealize. Yeah, idealize what it could be. What would the perfect person would be? What would the perfect relationship be? What would the perfect place in the world be? What would be perfect to be what we're doing? Loss is a big factor with borderlines, okay? They have fear of abandonment because they've been abandoned in their childhood. Could even just be perceived. But there is an abandonment. You know, I've never met a borderline or heard about a borderline that I got to know their life or they had any real connection with their mom, at least after they were born. No connection from mother is an abandonment. Their mother or father neglecting them and everything that they need, and needing a parent now and maybe needing a parent in the future is all massive loss. And usually it's too much for someone with BPD or HPD to process and handle. What's really important is they don't feel in control of their life. Hard to manage. Their self, unstable self, more dependency on people is because of less self-reliance. So this causes more and more idealizing. The grass is greener in the neighbor's yard. Oh, what if I went and did this? It could be so much better. This could be the answer to my dreams, to my problems, to why I feel so bad and so empty. This is what I need. And this idealized past that they go back to and remember this good thing can also be so much bigger and better than it really was. And so borderlines tend to have a little bit more skewed perception sometimes about some things. Just like all of us have skewed perception, a borderline or histrionic, both, can have a more skewed perception than normal. And this skewed perception can also reflect to events in their past. And a lot of times, what they perceive being skewed or abandoned may not have really happened. A borderline can perceive that someone in their life may abandon them, and they abandon them quickly, and the story from then on is that they were abandoned. And they can also do this with good, positive memories. They could be, over the years, could be so much more intense than they were. They could be so much more happier, so much better. We do this with fears. If we don't go down the road and face our fears and hide and ignore them and not even talk about them, not even just glance at them, face them at all, then they can turn into phobias and bigger and bigger. And borderlines might do this with their past experiences that were good. They might tell you how freaking just amazing they were, and they'll idealize this past and try to build it up again and try to repeat this past. You'll see this, guys, with some of your exes who have borderline personality disorder, maybe even HPD, maybe even ASPD and MPD. But there'll be a moment you guys shared that was really nice and really, really fun for both of you. That didn't no fighting that day, right? A real connection that was enjoying. And so they'll relate all these good feelings and emotions to this place. And then for their next boyfriend or girlfriend, they'll take them to this place and show it on social media. Now, a factor might be that they're trying to rub it into you, but they're also trying to recapture these emotions because they can't give it to themselves. And they've idealized this past event, and then they idealize what it could be with this person. I know a lot of you have seen this. Let me know down below. But they can build their past experiences up that were good and felt good to be something so incredibly amazing. There's no way it can ever be repeated. This keeps them stuck in the past. This keeps them very delusional about their future and always let down, always lost, depression, cycles keep continuing. I hope I've made some sense, and I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to get across in this video is that for borderlines and histrionics, even the good memories and good experiences and good times can cause them more grief, more depression, more loss, more sadness. Harsh. I mean, sometimes for all of us, I mean, anyone watching this video probably has gone through some really bad, tough times, maybe fairly recently or right now. And sometimes all we may have are some good memories, some good experiences in our lives that we can recall. We all can recall bad ones, and we can all recall some good ones. But imagine if even good ones make you feel bad. Pretty sad. For those of you who have BPD, HPD, feel free to comment down below, ask me questions, and I'll answer them best I can. Thank you. And for all of you, please ask questions. I always try to answer them. And you guys can always go to my weekly question answer video where I answer every question no matter what. Thank you guys for watching this. Please let me know, and if you can, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. It'll let you know when more of my videos come out. Like I said, I got playlists of HPD and BPD with tons of videos in them. And if you like this video, share it with someone else. Thank you. Love yourself first, guys. Bye-bye.